Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. How are we doing today? I trust that everyone is doing fantastically well. Um, it's nice to be with you all today. I'm really excited. I have an amazing um, guest with me today. Her name is Ola Adejumo, and we are going to be discussing a new book. One of the reasons why I'm really excited about this is because Tolu is someone that kind of like know a journey and a why, so and it's just one of those moments for me where you encourage someone and then you just see them blossom into the things they were scared to do. So Tolu is going to be joining us soon. But other than that, let me know in the comment section how you are doing. The weather is getting better here in Canada. We are excited about it. And I, for one, am looking forward to summer. I'm looking forward to summer. I'm looking forward to, all the fun that I'm going to be having um, in summer. So, yeah. So, how are you all doing? Please let me know if you can see me on Instagram. Let me know if you can see me on Facebook and if you can see me on my YouTube channel. So, we are streaming live from those three platforms. And like I mentioned, it's all about Tolulope Ola Adejumo today. We're going to be talking about a book. We'll be talking about the inspiration behind that book. Now, prior to meeting Tolu and connecting with Tolu, I did not know much about NICU moms. I didn't have an idea of the experiences. Um, there is motherhood, and then there is the motherhood, like the experience of NICU moms, preemie babies. And I had no idea about the level of sacrifice, the challenges, and everything, they have to go through for them to bring their angels into the world. So Tolu is going to be sharing with us today why she wrote the book. The name of the book is called Tiny Feet, Big Heart. Oh, Tiny Hero, Big Heart, not Tiny Feet. And she's going to be telling us all about that today. So let me know where you are connecting from. If you are on Facebook, if you are on Instagram, let me know where you're connecting from. I am super duper excited. I am excited because listen, I love to see women win, and I love when they win big. I love when women win really, really big. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just so happy for that sister that, oh yeah, she's winning. She's winning. And you're excited about it. You're rooting for her. You cannot wait to see her, keep winning. And that's the energy, the energy to just see us out there, the energy to see that we are all at the level where we need to be in life, So, um, Amusa Mansurat, thank you for connecting and thank you for joining us today. It's about time for me to bring my guest on. Yeah. So let me know where you're connecting from. Lagos, Toronto, the UK, the US. Let me know where you are connecting from so that I can give you a shout out. So that I can give you a shout out. I love my followers. I had an amazing week and I really prepared myself for the conversation today because there is something about motherhood, it's soothing, it's pleasing, it gives you this ability to connect with folks at a deeper level. You I mean, special. Okay, I don't want to get emotional, but I'm gonna say special shout out to everyone who is waiting on the Lord, because there is that part where we appreciate mothers who have walked through the journey, walking through the journey, and then also acknowledging those who hope that someday they will have the opportunity to be called mommy. They would have the opportunity for someone to say, "Mommy, I need biscuit. Mommy, I need candy." And for every high that would watch today, if you're watching on my YouTube, my Instagram, or Facebook, and if that's your reality, if that's your prayer, I pray that God would answer your prayer, right? And by the time you get to Tolu's story, perhaps you would be inspired, you'll be encouraged, and you will know that you see on this journey of motherhood, regardless of where you are at, aspiring to be mom, you are a mom, advanced mom, grandma, great grandma, we are all connected. And what connects us is the fact that we are nurturing souls. We are bringing, we're raising powerful leaders of tomorrow. So my guest is here. I'm just going to bring her on stage. Hi, Tolu. How are you? Okay, I don't know your volume. You got to check your audio. Check your audio, please. Check your. I cannot still hear you. My audio is good on my side. I'm good on my side. You want to maybe like log out and log back in, just do a little bit of check on the back end. Don't worry. Technology sometimes will humble us, but we are here today for this launch. We are here. It's today. We are here for this launch. We've been preparing since last year. And for anyone who has an idea, and you are still marinating that idea, you're asking yourself, should I, could I, would I? Do it. Do it afraid. Do it. Do it even if no one believe in that idea. Just do it. I would be chatting with Tolu soon, and she would tell you she was gonna say, I don't want to do this. I cannot. I said, listen, girl, you will do it, and you're going to do it big. And the book is going to be sold out. It is going to be #1 on Amazon and across the world. And that's the energy we all need to bring. Okay, let me see if I can hear.
Hi.
Tolu. Yes, that's it. Why would technology want to just humble us like that? What's that? How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. In fact, I wish I had a bell here. I know people ring bells sometimes to just sort of like congratulate folks. Please write your name in full on the screen for those who might just want to Google you out to see who you are. Her name is Tolulope Ola Adejumo, and I'm going to be reading a bio in a bit. Just so you guys get to know this powerhouse. So just before you join, I was telling them, I said, I know this time last year you were like, you don't want to do this. Why do this? What do you think? Then she would come again. What do you really think I should do? And I'm like, girl, you're doing this. And those moments, I cannot wait to see you on a world stage and for you to share your how, your why, and then the when, because that is your beauty mark. The fact that you challenged yourself to do this, the fact that there's a tiny voice in your head that said, you can. Mm-hmm. So I want to say congratulations, Tolu.
Thank you.
For going all the way. Listen, visibility sometimes is not comfortable for shy people. Even for those of us who are out here, sometimes I'm like, you know what, I don't want to do it. But I mean, we don't have a choice. It's my job. Before I read your bio, I just want to know, how are you really doing?
I'm good. A bit of emotions, and it's been a journey, and I just want to say thank you. I'm emotional right now. I want to cry, but I'm trying to hold myself not to cry, because thank you so much, Auntie Esther. Like, seriously, I feel like I'm like your firstborn at this point.
I just left that out. The day she said it, I said, "Ngwanu, I don't get the kill." She said, okay, so she said, okay, so I have a 13-year-old. And then Tolu said, I'm 31. And I'm like, okay, that's the reverse. So there is a bigger auntie in the front. And listen, girl, I told you I am with you all the way.
Yeah.
This is a story that has to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
It is one sector that I feel that people do not quite have information about.
That's
Even
correct.
me, it took me connecting with you to understand, like, there is, I mean, I've heard about preemie babies, but I didn't realize it was the journey, what you all go through. I remember the video you sent to me about, we're going to get to all that. We're going to get to all that because I don't, all those emotions, I want you to hold it in. But what is the emotion? Give it a word that you feel right now, just in one word, that thing you feel right now.
I would say I feel humbling,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say thankful, you know. My
Okay.
my mommy is watching as well. Kim. I want to say thank you. you
Hi,
know,
mommy.
it's really been a journey, and having people that support you, like having support
Mm-hmm.
system like yourself and many
Mm-hmm.
others. So right now I'm
Mm-hmm.
just feeling grateful, grateful in an emotional gratitude sort of way. It's complicated, but I'm grateful.
Okay.
Mm.
It's okay. We love complication. Good ones. All right, everyone. So, who is Tolu? Tolu is a scholar, an author, and passionate advocate for families navigating high risk pregnancies and neonatal care. With 2 master's degrees and a PhD in progress, she seamlessly balances academia with motherhood while using her personal experiences to inspire and support others. Her debut memoir, Tiny Hero, Big Heart, is a powerful testament to resilience, recounting a journey of premature birth and the strength it takes to overcome adversity. Through her storytelling, advocacy, and volunteer work, Tolulope provides hope and healing to families facing similar challenges,
Mhm.
reminding them that they are never alone. Now, you all, I got to sum that up. She's also, I did not mention, Tolu volunteers for the Red Cross. So she's passionate about community development, not just about motherhood. She's passionate about giving back to mothers. And this is a woman who wears her emotions on her sleeves in a very beautiful. You can have a conversation with Tolu, and believe me, you wouldn't know when to tell it because she would touch that part in you that you're like, okay, I'm going there, I'm going there. So how was your week, Tolu?
My week was good. I was so happy. My book was released the day before yesterday, and yesterday I
Mhm.
was one of the best third bestseller like on Amazon for us to
Mhm.
release, and that was so thrilling. I was
Well,
so happy. I was so happy. I was so happy. Like, and then Barnes and Nobles as well
mhm, mhm,
got my book as well. So
mhm.
that was, the good news are coming in, and I'm just so thankful. Like, it's been a week, it's been a week, and at the same time, having a lot of people that believe in you, that believe so much in you,
Mhm.
that's gonna keep you going, right? So my week has been full of happiness. I'm really
Happiness. I like that word. Our week, you heard it, it's been full of happiness. And the fact that that book just went from being published to Amazon,
happy.
like going all the way up in Amazon. If there is no lesson you've learned, I want to tell you something today. Don't sit on your idea. And that's to anybody who is listening. You don't know that thing you're marinating and you're confused. I remember listening to a sermon from Apostle Selman, and it said in that message that if your purpose does not confuse you, it is not a purpose. it needs to confuse in a way. Like you need to start asking yourself, is this possible?
Mhm.
And look at you, girl. When you sent me that Amazon thing, I'm like, yeah, yeah. And you are still going to go like you are going global. We've not yet
Thank
started.
you. Thank you.
And for
Thank
everyone who is watching, this is just a virtual launch. There will be an official one on the 30th. You guys are going to see the photos, when the time is right. So this one is just for us to say, yeah, our girl did it. Our girl did it. Yes, Okpe, I can see Okpe on the YouTube. Don't see it on your story.
you.
Don't see it on your story. Listen, that story you think is shameful is going to put you in a situation. People are going to look at you. Do you know how many people are covering their own? Do you know how many people have it worse? Do you know how many people want to be inspired by the things that you want to share as well? So please do not sit on your story. Tolu, so let me quickly dive into this question and answer today.
Uh-huh.
Tiny Hero Big Heart is making waves on Amazon right now. What inspired you to write this book, and what impact do you hope it has on parents of NICU babies?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Auntie Esther. Thank you again. And thank you so much to everyone watching. Like, I love you all. So the inspiration kind of came from it's kind of my own personal journey as a mother of two premature babies. My babies were born at 22 weeks. So navigating the NICU with my kids being premature kind of just inspired me to create this resource that conveys the challenges and the victories, the victories every parent face in the NICU journey.
Yeah.
NICU, it's a difficult time, but it's also times where you celebrate the big and the low moments in your life. And kind of just want to encourage people by writing this book, especially children. My daughter, my first child, and my second child, their strength gave me this inspiration and kind of like wanting parents to know that they are not alone. If I can do this, I went through this journey and God saw me through, and likewise you can as well. So having this feeling of kind of like a validity feeling. So I want to, and that's why I wrote the book to
Okay.
so many people. Yeah.
Okay. At what point did you have the inspiration? At what
Oh,
particular point did you say, can you put a timeline to it where you said, yes, I want to do it right now?
I would say about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We went for my second daughter's doctor's appointment, and there was a whole tea, and the doctor came and she mentioned something. She was like, "I can't believe you went through this and you're still standing."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "You didn't have postpartum depression," and I'm like, "How do you have a postpartum depression when your child is in the NICU?
Mm-hmm.
You can't even have that time to have the depression, right? Like, even though you do have it, it's underlying, you're just trying to suppress it, right?" So after when she mentioned that statement, I just felt like I think I need to let people know that even though you go through something, you know, you still stronger than we
Mm,
all possess the strength that we do not even know we have, right? So
absolutely.
yeah, that was when I felt like I needed to let people know.
That part of it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And
Um,
um, I want to ask you, a very personal question.
mhm.
Was there any point while you were just writing this book that maybe you cried?
Oh,
I know there are probably lots of moments, but one that stands out for you right now that you just cried and said, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah.
yeah. And as you said, there's a lot of moment, right? There
Mm-hmm.
was that time when my daughter Tani Tolua,
Mm-hmm.
she started walking
Okay.
because I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna cry. I'm
Let us
sorry.
okay,
No.
let us let
So
us it's okay. It's okay. All
I'm
right,
so sorry.
let us move on to another
I'm
question.
so
Okay,
sorry.
it's okay, baby. Let us move on to another question. We don't want to spoil the makeup,
I
and
know.
today is for joy. So, as a NICU advocate, what are some of the biggest challenges parents face, and
Hmm.
how can they best navigate the emotional and the medical aspects of the journey? Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is because of people like myself
Yeah.
who don't really understand the journey.
Yeah.
Here we see, but we don't quite understand. So
Mhm.
please, can you let us know, the way, mothers who are in this situation should navigate it?
Hmm. I would say being a NICU advocate is really, I do not know how, even though I've been to NICU 2 times.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, they're two different babies. Do you
Uh-huh.
understand? Like the journey are really different. And
Uh-huh.
I've witnessed a lot of parents like several challenges that they've tried to endure,
Uh-huh.
including the emotional toll that comes with it. Emotional toll, like you thinking about palliative care with your child every
Correct.
single day. Palliative care is you actually putting your baby to sleep and your baby dies.
Mm.
So it's a lot of thing that comes through, like financial strain. I've told
Uh-huh.
you my story too.
Uh-huh.
At that time, because you're not working, we're living this Western world that you have to work to get money. You
Yeah.
don't work, there's no money.
Uh-huh.
You understand? So you have that financial strain as well. Also, there's this medical thing that you just don't understand that you have to research yourself.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand? And I would
Yeah.
say one thing is advocate for your child,
Uh-huh.
advocate. Like you have to advocate for your child. Like I can't even say it enough. Like because if you don't, no
Uh-huh.
one will.
Correct.
You have to remember that these doctors that are taking care of your children, like the nurses, they have like over 1,000 kids that are in the same situation as your child. So you have your own child advocacy. You have to advocate, you have to be there every time. Like, and also connecting with other NICU parents because you are all like a family. Do you get,
Uh-huh.
like you're
Uh-huh.
all in this together? So connecting, like sharing this emotional support because in
Uh-huh.
as much as we have families as well, sometimes they might not understand what it is.
Yeah.
Do you understand how you're
Yeah.
feeling in that moment?
Uh-huh.
They are feeling the same thing, but it's just different for you because you are helpless. You can't help your child, right? Like you have your child in the hospital and there's nothing you can do to help your child. So
Uh-huh.
I feel like just talking about what you're going through
Yeah.
because sometimes you have this time that you just break down. Even on my several times that on my way to the NICU, I just start crying for no reason,
Uh-huh.
but there is a reason, but I can't just place my hand on that reason. Do you get?
Yeah.
So I just start crying. I just start crying, and also connecting with the nurses and the doctors. I had anywhere I go to, I try as much as possible to have this relationship with the people. So I had this nurse that was amazing for my kids. I had Katie with my first child, my second child, and I had Kelsey. So they were like my OG nurses.
Uh-huh.
There were nurses that even when doctors say something,
Uh-huh.
you come to me and tell me, oh, this is what they mean.
Yeah.
No, explain it in a way that don't be scared, but
Uh-huh.
this is happening. But at the same time, we've seen other babies go through it.
Yeah.
Do you get? So
Yeah.
those nurses, they were like my support system. Do you get? So advocate for your child, make friends with NICU mom, talk to nurses, talk to your family members, let them know you're going through something and you need help.
Mm.
Yeah, it takes a
Absolutely.
village, right? So
Absolutely. I love the key word I hear from you, and that's advocate for your child. Advocate for your child. People might not understand what you're passing through. It's your responsibility to make yourself priority. So,
mhm,
can
mhm.
you share a personal story? Now, I know this would touch into that depth of emotions. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of that. We need that so that we can all look back on this beautiful day. So, a moment from your experience that shaped your advocacy work
Hmm.
and the message in the book.
Yeah.
right? Just that moment. I know you've shared a lot, but I just want to know, like, what's that moment for you where that really shaped the journey for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I said I was gonna be professional today, so no crying. um, I would say that was 2020 December 25th, 2022 December 25th. It
Mhm.
was Christmas Day for me and my family. And where everyone was celebrating Christmas, for us, it wasn't like that. It was the NICU trips. It was us going to the NICU, and we got there. The doctor just looked into us and said, your child would be going home, but not now, but she would go home.
Hmm.
And in that moment for hers, it was this feeling of, this is the same person that they have told us to come on several occasions to come and
Mhm.
hug, that we needed to do palliative care. And this is the same doctor that I've said that to you, coming to now tell you like your child is going on, but not now.
Hmm.
It still took her 3 months though, but in that moment, there's this there's this beam that this beam of God, thank you.
Hmm.
And within there was a lot of complication, of course. It comes with like NICU journeys, but just having that moment of she's gonna go home. Like you don't even know what it is. Like nights and nights of prayers, nights of NICU trips, nights of pumping. Oh my God. Ugh. And then now to, oh, she's gonna go home. You're actually gonna breastfeed your child. Do you get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that was it for me. That was a moment where I was just grateful, just
Hmm.
gratitude. Like, thank you. Yeah.
Hmm. And thank you so much for sharing that. I know that you went deep, but you kept it together.
Yeah.
So I could I could feel the restraint in your voice to just deliver the message and answer the question. So, what resources or support system do you recommend for parents going through the NICU experience? And how can communities better support them? Once again, for those of us who still don't understand
Yeah.
the challenges, I want to say that, okay, I think I heard something the other day and it made me realize someone said there are people who are disadvantaged mothers.
Waters. That's correct.
Never thought about it that way. And that there are people who are privileged either by their social status or just the privilege of living in a sane environment.
Hmm.
Now, if we take that situation and compare it side by side, what does the support system look like? Right? For these mothers, for one, I'm thinking about Nigeria
That's
and
correct.
because of the medical expenses.
Hmm.
There is this mom who is still thinking about how to buy the diapers. And
Hmm.
I hear Cerilac is off the roof right now, SMA, and all of those things. And then there goes a challenge that they were not prepared for.
That's
So,
correct.
what does the support look like? How can this mothers, build support systems, and what would you recommend?
Yeah. So really, we're one of the privileged one, and I am really privileged because I tell myself every time, like, if I was in Nigeria, I'll probably not be a mother right now because, but at the same time, I'm really thankful and really, that's our country, right? I would say one thing is online community,
Mhm,
and that's one thing I'm trying to create as well with my motherhood journey, where
mhm,
women come online, send me a DM or send me a message and
mhm,
tell me about the stories, and
mhm,
I can always do researches, and I also do like this monetary
mhm,
for them, right?
mhm,
It could even be the same mother that share the story every month, and they keep
mhm,
getting the monetary help, but I'm much it's I'm not, I'm one person, right? But one thing I would say is relying in your family and friends. Like seriously, like there's really nothing, not much we can do in our country. We know that, right?
Yeah.
So I think just getting that support, because seriously, some people just need someone to just give them a pat on the back and just say, "You're doing well. I'm proud of you."
Mm, mm,
You know, it
I
might just be as little as that. Even seriously, even the people that are rich,
mm-hmm.
you know, imagine you have everything in the world and there's no one single person that tells you you're doing amazing. It's like you did
Mm,
everything, right?
mm,
So getting that support from your family,
mm-hmm.
getting that support from your friends,
Mm-hmm.
getting people. Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
I had a friend that actually reached out to me um, in Nigeria. She had
Mm-hmm.
two set of twins.
Okay.
And she was like, Tolu, I have two set of twins. I'm thankful. Thank you so much. We went to school together. She was like, I know you're a shy person, but doing this, I give you prop. She was like, I had twins. I had two
Yeah.
baby too that were 30 weeks in Nigeria. I was like, Nigeria,
Mm-hmm.
how did you do it? She was like, I had to take my children out of the hospital. I was owning Lanta. I was like, what? She was like, Lanta. And I was praying. I had family. Sometimes we get generator. I rented this thing. When NEPA takes the light, I'm just praying, like, God, please help me. She was like, my mom, and then she just kept mentioning my mom, my sister, my neighbors, every single person. She was like, at a point, even there was like an hospital close to her that came, that people would just come to her and donate uh,
Mm.
petrol, like because they want the kids to survive, right?
Oh.
And she was like, for months and months, like this was what I was doing. Like, imagine what I went through. But everything she just kept saying was, I'm thankful for the people around me. I'm thankful for the people around me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So having those people around you
Mm-hmm.
matters a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not be financial
Mm-hmm.
because let's be truthful, right? We have this country that even if you're paying for like the best of the best,
Yeah.
you might still not get what you expect, right? So
Correct.
just having that community of soldiers, I call them
Mm.
soldiers, troopers
Mhm.
that help you. It goes a long way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Just hearing you share that story reminded me of my own story when I had my first daughter, and I remember at the point NEPA just did its thing, and then I'm like, what? And you are there in the hospital, you're excited, and NEPA will just tell you, I am in charge. Special shout out to your friend. If she ever gets to watch this, thank you so much for holding on strong.
Yeah.
Those are the stories that we need to hear. And that's what I told you at the beginning of this session. There are people who don't understand the sacrifices you all like make for this beautiful babies. I mean, you would see a child and you're admiring the child. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. And then the mother is just there saying at you like, thank God, yeah. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
behind the fitness, but I mean, I thank God for you, and I thank God for all of the support system that you have around you. Now let's talk about this Amazon, and I'm speaking it into existence right now. Best
Yes.
selling book, because we're going global, right?
Amen. Thank
And
you.
this book is already gaining, momentum.
Yeah.
It's gaining recognition. And I'm gonna get to the question in a bit. The first question would be for me that you have this book now. In the past few days, did you have a point where you just said, "Oh, Mo, it's finally here. I got my book," right? Like, did you have that moment in the past few
Yeah.
weeks?
It was when I ordered it. I'm sure I was the first person that ordered my book off Amazon. Because I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, I need to order a copy, see what it looks like, right? In physical. And
Mhm.
then I ordered the copy, came
Mhm.
home. You know that feeling when you get in and you're like, honore, like that's it, right? Like that's what I had
Tell
this
me about it.
emotions. I
Mm,
was like, wow, I don't know if I should laugh, if I should cry. I was just in between. And my husband just kept saying, I'm proud of you, And I called my mom.
mhm,
She's my sister. I call her my mom, my first sister, Kim. I just
mhm,
called her. I was like, she just started crying. She was just praying for me. She was just so excited. I called
mhm,
Shan too. I called all this my support system. I said it right. I called all this, amazing people in my life, and I was just like, it's here, because seriously, I didn't want to write it. It was, oh, I'm gonna write it. I'm not gonna write it. I'm gonna write it. It was like
yeah.
back and forth for me, right? But being here, I'm like, oh, I'm an author.
I was going to come there. I was going to come there. Do not forget when you're introducing yourself with the degrees and the PhD in line, you being a scholar, please adjust your color and let them know you are
I mean,
also an author. You know why? Because when you are multifaceted, sometimes you forget the other side of your skill
that's
set.
correct.
When you keep the ones that are in your face every day, but this is now a part of you.
Mhm.
So get used to it, author, because we're bringing some keywords before the author. We're bringing Amazon best-selling author,
Yes.
most inspiring little book. Listen, it's not because I, as a pure person, when I was, sort of like, doing some of the media stuff that I did for you, I did a
Mhm.
bit of a research,
Mhm.
and I would find motherhood. There is really no, I mean, this is not me discrediting people, but we
Mhm.
don't have a strong community for NICU moms.
That's correct.
I think people sort of like overlook the sacrifices. I
Mhm.
feel people feel like it is just, okay, this is what I think. So the way, before I met you, for me, it was like, okay, maybe the child just took time to come. Can you imagine? My perception. Now, and I'm educated. And it's just because I'm really not focused on what you all are going through, right?
Mhm.
So
That's right. Yeah.
yeah. So so when I hear you, when you share your story, I'm excited. I am happy for you. Sometimes I'm emotional. When I
Mhm.
see some of the videos, Tolu sent me a video where she had to pump her breast milk. She donated the breast milk, and I looked at that photo and I wanted to ask her, "Has she changed the milk factory? Why didn't you tell me?" I'm like, you what? I said, my God, this is the story we need to hear, because some of us just see this pumping thing as, okay, let me just pump and like, let me just waste this. And this is somebody saying there are children who need this milk. There are children who need it for their growth. So you might feel at that point you just sent me a photo. For me, I saw you as a true advocate. You have been advocating since the time you were in the hospital. Even while your child was there, you were advocating for other children, because deep down, right, you're saying to yourself, it is not just about me. It's about every mother out there who are in similar position. So yes, we have a book. What is next, Tolu? What is next? What is next? Tell us.
I'm writing a second book already.
Yay.
Yes. So,
Mhm,
yeah. So
mhm,
I'm writing a second book already. And
mhm,
I also work with the Ottawa General as a patient advocate.
mhm,
So kind of just advocating for what we go through as NICU
mhm,
mom, as you said, kind of creating that awareness.
mhm,
Hopefully, I'm praying to God. I'm a believer. I love God so much, and I know I'm not gonna be Match of Dimes tomorrow. There's this place. It's kind of like a movement, Match of Dimes in America, where
mhm,
they advocate for NICU moms in general. Like,
mhm.
do you get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I'm hoping and praying like I start a movement too as well, where
Mhm,
especially for my sisters in Nigeria, kind
mhm.
of because I've had a lot of like seriously a lot of moms,
Honestly, I
lot of
saw some of those screenshots.
yeah, a lot of
Um,
moms reach out. So I'm praying to God and in the little I can do,
mhm,
continue my monthly support My sister, my husband, a lot of them have been sending me money like, oh, can you give the moms this because you've
Uh-huh.
been doing it, so
Uh-huh.
we want to support
Uh-huh.
you this month. So I hope to continue that as well. And hopefully one day you see me on CNN getting interviewed.
We are getting there. What are you talking about? So your story was picked. I don't know if I told you. So from Women of Rubies, by the way, we're also, collaborating with Tolu in terms of, media, making sure she's seen, even here in Canada and across the globe. And we sent Tolu's press release through the news wire. Now, anyone who is a PR person, and I'm sure Okoyemi would understand, sometimes you pitch people and it's just few media folks that just want to pick up the story. As of today, over 400 media platforms picked Tolu's story. I have a team member here who is watching on YouTube. I sent her a screenshot. I'm like, what? Why are everybody's picking this story up? So Associated Press picked it up. Mocrack is one of the biggest PR database in the world. They picked it up. We're talking US Newswire. We're talking Asian Newswire. We're talking newswires that are outside of our culture and tradition. You know the why. It is because the story is unique.
Yes.
It is because it's a story a lot of people are now beginning to resonate with. It is because sometimes when you sit on your vision, you don't even know that a lot of people want to hear you talk. Hi, as a PR person, I was shocked. I'm like, what? US Newswire, we're talking Canadian News Journal. We're going to be posting all that soon, Canadian Tribune. And I keep seeing this thing keep rising up, Fox News. And I said, yes, should be, perhaps there's a man who is sharing those stories, who is saying, my wife has gone through this, because I'm emotional right now too. And I want to use my platform to put it out there. It's one thing to do your job as a media person. It's another thing to see people warm up to the person. It's another thing to see that story just blow up. Because the day I sent that, I told you, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to write the story. Yeah. Let her see what we are working on the back end. And I'm sure my team member even told me, I said, what? I said, yes. Just look at that. And this is me telling you, Tolu, your story is relevant. Your story is needed. That is the essence of sharing this. Your story is important, and we want you to keep sharing it. You are not boring us. We are not going to get tired, because there are mothers who need you, Tolu. There is a woman somewhere in the hospital right now who is crying on her husband's shoulder, who is confused. Will my daughter or my son make it? I remember the screenshot you showed me that the child passed. Yeah. I cried that night. I cried. I'm like, oh my God, these are the kind of stories. And I remember I said to you, you need to be emotionally prepared for this journey. Yeah. I didn't even know what the journey looked like, but I said, she's embarking on something that I don't understand, but she is passionate about it. So I am just sending you all the lights right now, and to let you know that I am very, very proud of you. I am very happy that you did not let this vision die. And I hope that even the fathers, please, I am begging you, when your wife is passing through, Tolu has a fantastic husband who is very supportive. So I just want to encourage our men to don't leave the women to this alone, please. Don't leave them to carry this burden. Tolu would be sharing photos from the hospital. I want to believe as we go, deeper into our journey, you'll be surprised. Like, is this the same beautiful woman? Because that's so my, So I just needed to put that out there to say that this is a story that we are going to keep sharing. This is a story that we are fully in support of you. I am in support. Women of Ruby is in support. And like I can see up in the comments on YouTube saying we're global. Yes, we're global. We are global. And I know that story will get picked up again and again by different platforms. And you don't even know how far you've gone until, my dear, you walk into a room, step on a stage to give a TED talk. And by the time you're done and your house, somebody will tap you and say, ma'am, I read your story before. Is this you? And then in that moment, you would know that you're here for a reason. So, Tolu, I want to say thank you. I did not mean to make you cry. Today is the official launch. So, for everyone in the comments on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, please help me drop something positive for Tolu, a positive comment. Please let us encourage her. Let us encourage her. Something inspiring in the comments. Let her know. Say congratulations to her for the launch of this book. I cannot wait to do my review of the book. I like reviews. So Tolu, I'm getting into the media and I'm getting emotional right now. I just want to ask you, for everyone who would read this book, what lesson do you hope to learn from the book?
Okay. So it's a children's book and a journal, and especially for the kids out there, there's a lot of kids now that, even though they're smart, they get this,
Mhm,
oh, your child is ADHD,
mhm,
or your child can talk like my own children. They even told
mhm,
me like they wouldn't be able to hit themselves, they won't be able to
mhm,
talk, they won't be able
mhm,
to walk. And
mhm.
it's me writing this children's book for my kids and letting them know you're unique,
Yeah.
but you're strong. You're
Mhm,
unique, but you're special. You're
mhm.
different, but you're amazing in your whole little way. Like, do not let anyone make you feel that you cannot be who you want to be. You're stronger than you are. You went through all these orders and you're standing here and showing them that I am someone and I can be whoever I want to be. I am the superhero of my own story. Do you get?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, that's my.
Yes. Thank you so much. And where can they get the book? On Amazon. Of course, I'm going to be sharing the link. Just let us know where the book is available for
Amazon.
them.
There's also the Kindle version for Amazon and also
Mhm,
on Barnes and Nobles.
mhm,
We also just go a step into Walmart. We're
mhm,
looking into Target as well. So
mhm.
you'll be getting the book from those places. Ancestor will be sharing it, and also it's gonna be on my social media
Yeah.
bio page too, please. So please
Yes. Yes. Look.
review our books, review them, and buy them.
Support Tolu. Support the book is on Amazon. I'm gonna be posting it right after the session on my Facebook as well. You all go out and support this vision and do a little bit of research. I'm challenging everyone today. Go online, just do a bit of research. And you know who you're going to research? Google Tolu Ola Adejumo. Tolulope Ola Adejumo. Use our story as a research on how you should, when you see a mother who is in our position, how you should treat them and why they deserve our love and empathy.
Mhm.
Tolu, before we wrap up this virtual lunch today, me, I'm so happy. Before we wrap up today, I want you to just, send a message to a NICU mom who, let us assume she's in the hospital right now
Mhm.
and she's confused. She's all by herself. What would you like to tell this mother? Just straight up from your heart. Like you imagine you're seated in front of this woman who is just wondering, oh my God, when am I leaving the hospital? Please go.
Um, I just want to tell you, whoever is in the NICU right now going through something, that you are a beautiful mom. You're probably looking into yourself in the mirror and saying, how am I beautiful? Yes, you're beautiful. You're beautiful and you're stronger than you can imagine. You're stronger. And know that the NICU walls is full of prayers. Prayers are answered, and just keep praying for yourself and your child. And I'm going to be sending prayers to every NICU mom and every child in the NICU, because I know that God is with you. And I want you to love yourself, prioritize your self care. Go out, go hit a fancy meal, come back strength with a lot of strength in you, loving your husband. And to daddies, there's a lot of things that daddies bottle down. Like my husband did, a lot of things daddies go to. Because one thing we sometimes overlook our daddies, but I want daddies to know as well that You're an amazing. We love you so much. And to a single person that is probably listening to me right now and saying, where do I fit in this? You're going to be a mom one day. And I pray that your pregnancy journey is filled with a lot of blissful moments. And thank you so much, everyone. Like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Like, you're all beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Tolu. Thank you for joining me today. And once again, congratulations. I
Thank you.
wish I had this bell. They always ring for people. Now it's official. The book is out, and we're so excited. I'd wanted you to sort of like maybe read like a line for us in the book.
Yes,
Um,
I can. I would
yes,
love
you
to.
can, please. If you can get your hands on it, please read a line for us
Yeah.
from the book. Just something that would nudge us to go out there and buy the book.
Okay.
Because from today, we are also advocates for Tolulope Ola Adejumo. That's what you don't know. That we are also your advocates. So please read a line from the book.
Definitely. Definitely. Just give me a second.
Thank
So, I'm sorry. Gonna be 1 second. Mm, Okay. So there's a line from the book that says, okay, please buy the book regardless, even though you're listening. You're hearing a line. Even you're hearing a line from the book, but please still.
No, just a little. We're not giving out too much, you know. It's just
Okay.
a part of the book that sort of like resonates with
Yeah,
you.
that's the book. So
Exactly. Can you put that on the screen again for us?
yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me put that on. Hold on. I want people to see it. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, Tiny Hero Big Hearts. That's the name of the book. So Tolu, please go.
Okay. Okay. So there's one place that said she had grown strong enough to breathe on her own. Faith was a true fighter. They removed the tuba tummy charger so she could eat on her own. Everyone leaped for joy because Faith was a real trooper.
That's
And
powerful.
that's-
Powerful. Thank you so much for reading that. I'm sure that part of means
Thank
something
you.
to you. And that's it from us. It's a wrap for today. But follow Tolu at Tolulope on Instagram. She's also on YouTube, Tolulope Ola Adejumo. Same name on Facebook. I am going to be adding the links all over the platforms. Please connect with her. Reach out to her if you have a story to share. She has a program she's running every month now. It's called Motherhood Journey. You send Tolu your story. If you have a valid story, and then you get paid for that, right? So it's not like she's paying you for sharing the story. No,
Hmm.
just paying to say thank you for opening that part
What?
of your heart to her. So reach out to Tolu via DM, and then of course you get all the message you need. Tolu, thank you from my hand.
Thank
I
you.
am sending you all the love.
Thank
I
you
am
so much.
sending you light. I am sending you every good thing. I'm gonna be buying my copy of the book this week.
Thank you.
You, I'm going to carry shoulder pad up on Facebook. For those who are yet to buy the copy. When you buy something good, it's like wearing a new clothes. People need to offer. All right. Just a quick shout out to Tayo Kim, Obimbe Okoyemi, Kimberly, Laura Galba, Adeyinka. All those people joined on YouTube. And I see folks here too on Facebook. Thank you everyone for joining
Thank
today.
you.
Tolu, have a beautiful day. I
Thank
will connect
you.
with you after the show. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much.